Can people actually change? So, long story short, my ex and I have been texting again. We broke up because he started to not appreciate me, and I guess I had this strong urge to be single. I was heartbroken, but it eventually got better. I miss him, and he misses me as well, and he's been telling me how he's been working on himself, and if we got back together, this time he'll work for it and things will be different. But for me, I am obviously scared of getting hurt like that again, so I am just confused on everything right now. I see all the time people getting back together and it working out for them. Getting married, having kids eventually. Not that I think that's gonna happen to me, but it's a nice thought. I know at the end of the day what really matters is what I think and how I feel and what I want to do. But has anyone been in a situation like this and it working out or not working out? It's been about 2 months since we broke up. Maybe he's just feeling lonely. Okay, now the thing with change and people changing is that you can never really be sure unless you give them a chance. And that's the dangerous part about it. So, for what OP wrote in this post, the only mistake this guy did was that he disregarded their relationship, which, do not get me wrong, not taking care of your relationship and your partner is a huge mistake. Me myself, I have been in that situation before, and when you are on the other side of the stick and you're watching how your partner seem to not care about you or what you have together, to think that this person that supposedly sees you as someone special, as someone who would they want to be with all the time, and that not happening, and you just feeling completely alone in a relationship, that kind of feeling is absolutely horrendous. And I do agree. But what I mean when I say that that was the only mistake is that if we know something is that relationships can turn very sour, things can turn very toxic and very awful for everyone involved. So for this relationship, for it to have ended because there was this type of disregard, it's kind of a miracle nowadays. Nowadays relationship end in very dramatic and very hurtful notes, so it seems like it's something small in the big scale of things. But so the only thing that OP can do is that she, if she wants to and she misses him, she, it might be a good idea to give it a chance, because there is something very curious about change as well, and it is that we change only when we have to, only when we see that we're losing something that we really care about, or that it's in jeopardy, something that we really love. That's usually when we finally recognize how important it is for us to change certain things about ourselves. And it's really not that rare for a relationship to end because one of the parties involved disregarded the relationship, and that's why things had to end. And then again, usually those are the relationships that when they get back together, things finally work out. It will sound very cliche of me saying this, but if cliches exist, it's because a situation has repeated itself so many times throughout history and time and the ages that it's almost like a rule. But it is very true when people say that you do not know what you have until you lose it. And when you're talking about romantic relationships, it is not until you see the relationship over or about to being over that you do realize what you have and what you did wrong. Sometimes you do need to take a step back from the situation, watch it from afar, and then you can realize what you did wrong or what do you need to change in yourself in order to make that thing work. And if this guy is saying that he has changed and that he finally realized what he did and what he needed to change for the relationship to work and now he wants to try again, I would say that just go for it. Go for it, but keep in mind that his actions speak louder than words sometimes. And at the sight of this guy neglecting you again and neglecting the relationship again, in that moment you do need to, like snap your fingers in front of him and be like, dude, you're doing it again. You're doing this again, and I will not stand for it. And that's the hard part. Just think about it. Yeah, give him a chance, but just ponder upon it for a second. Will you be able to end the relationship again if things turn sour again? Will you be able to break up again and do what's right for you again? So if you're able to do it, I don't see why you should not give the relationship another chance.